You're watching BBF News from New York City.
Good morning, USA. You're watching Get Up with Walter and Timothy.
I'm Timothy Irving.
And I'm Walter Cummington.
You know, Walter, today is not just Hump Day, but Westward Expansion Wednesday, and we have a lot planned for you, as well as some humor aside.
Oh, you got that right, Timmy.
Sweet. We're going way back to the 1800s to the Westward Expansion movement in the United States.
This all began when President Jefferson contradicted himself when he purchased the vast land of Louisiana from the French for $15 million. He was a supporter of a strict constitutional interpretation. Because of those views, expanding and purchasing lands was not incorporated in those views, but a Federalist view is opposing party.
Any hoops, the land that he purchased had double the size of the United States and stretched from the Mississippi River to the Rocky Mountains and from Canada to New Orleans, Louisiana. This land, Jefferson believed, was the key for the U.S. to continue expanding and growing as a young and powerful nation.
C. Jefferson did not know anything about the land he bought, so he sent out his personal secretary, Meriwether Lewis, and a young army officer, William Clark, to explore the land and report back with new findings and studies. The famous Native American, Sacagawea, was their translator on the trip.
Actually, Walter, we are throwing it to Stephen Stevens, who is following Lewis and Clark on their expedition to the west.
Hey guys, Stephen Stevens here. And Lewis and Clark are starting off the day studying plants and animals. Tell me more, Clark.
Lewis observes all the animals and the plants, and I just write them down.
Right here, we have a pawpaw tree. Look over there, it's a butternut tree. Here we study bears, wolves. See some prairie dogs out here in the woods. It's a magnificent journey. I'm gonna report all this to Mr. Jefferson.
Right now, the team is making friends with the natives.
Will you be my friend?
Huh, huh.
4 shiny beads for your wife, sir.
Huh.
You come over here.
Wow, what a scene. We are going to commercial, and we will be back in a few.
Hippies, hipsters, swag, YOLO, YOLO, man. West Coast, reppin'. It's me, Justin Bieber, on behalf of every Californian. I'm going back to the time of the 1840s, man. 7 million Americans, which is 40% of the population at the time, man. They all began, man, to move out west. Out west, the population grew past the Appalachians. They were smart peoples, man, I tell you. These people left east because there was no economic opportunity. Lame. The west also attracted a bucket load of European factory workers looking for the opportunity to start a new life. Land is so cheap, it's gnarly, man. Some new things never change. West Coast will always be the best coast, man. We have the Kardashians, wildfires, and the great state of Canada, man. The great state of Washington. Peace out. Westies are the besties, man.
Welcome back. We have some unseen footage of Lewis and Clark's adventure out west.
Wow, Walter, what an adventure.
Word. Their impact on their expedition cannot be measured. Thousands of missionaries, fur traders, and pioneering settlers ended up following their trail. They accomplished many things while on their journey. Alright.
Lewis and Clark discovered 179 undocumented plants and trees,
Wow.
and documented 122 species of animals, and noted 48 new tribes on their way.
That's crazy. You tell them, Lewis and Clark sparked a national movement. 9 frontier states joined the original 13 states between 1791 and 1819. Cheap land. The Ohio fever appealed to the European immigrants.
Off of what Walt was saying, the land exhaustion in the older tobacco states moved farmers westward. The Panic of 1819 was also a strong factor in the migration.
In 1819, the Bank of the United States collapsed due to a charter not being renewed by President Jackson. Many Western settlers suffered greatly during the Panic of 1819, but most survived and continued the conquest of the West.
Yeah. Generals Harrison and Jackson also helped the movement by crushing Indians in the Northwest and South, which opened up tracts of land.
Wait, hold on. Just got a word. We discovered lost footage of a war between Harrison and Jackson's army against the Sioux Indians.
Today we are attacking the Sioux Indians. They are weak and inferior. Plus we have guns and they don't. Let's light them up. What do you think? What do you say, Sunshine?
Well, I guess so.
What about you, pregnant Kardashian?
I'm starving.
Yeah, it's time to chew some straws. On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Dinner!
Now we're going to commercial, and when we get back, we have a giddy up segment coming up. Don't move a muscle. I said don't move.
Yo, it's me, Nick Cannon, man. I'm everywhere. Yo, it's just tight right now. There's land being sold west of Louisiana. So, get it while you can. It's plenty and it's cheap. Here's my boy Blake Shelton right here. Blake, what up? Yo, you buying any land out west?
Oh, hecka yeah.
How much land you buy, yo?
Oh, heck a lot of land.
Oh, yeah. What do you do for a living, Blake?
I farm, I sing.
Oh, that's nice, nice. Oh, good luck, bro. Good luck. Yeah, peace out, bro.
Peace.
Get it while you can.
Wow, this is my second cup of coffee. Welcome back to Get Up.
Anyways, we have just begun our Wednesday.
Yes, we have. So Walter and I want to hear what y'all been saying about the Western expansion movement in America. Just tweet the hashtag #WW with any fun facts about the topic.
Well, I don't have Twitter any longer. My account was disabled after I tweeted Jessica Alba way too often.
Yeah, I
Like,
remember
if you can hear me, Jess, all I wanted was one chance, alright?
Any sorts, it looks like we have a tweet in from a young Chapman by the name Eddie Michta. He says, what role did slavery play in the Western expansion movement, and hashtag follow back.
Oh, Edwin, we have the answer for you. Whether slavery was going to be illegal in the new western states was a large debate at the time. The northern states were anti-slave, while the southern states were pro-slaves.
Yep, we all know about that.
Yeah.
Right. So the Missouri Compromise in 1820 was an interesting event in this subject. It's one of your favorites.
Yeah, it is.
Missouri had been admitted to the Union as a slave state, so the North countered by adding Maine as a free state, preserving the balance in Congress.
Yeah, this was a good short-term solution to the balance in the power for the Congress. This issue began to reappear as the nation expanded.
The Southern economy grew increasingly dependent on King Cotton and the system of forced labor that sustained it. Meanwhile, more and more Northerners came to believe that the expansion of slavery infringed on their own liberty. Both as citizens, the pro-slavery majority in Congress did not seem to represent their interests.
Well, they did not necessarily object to slavery itself, but they resented the way its expansion seemed to interfere with their own economic opportunities.
Good question, Eddie. You'll get my follow back.
Our next question is from @the_Luke Finer. He asks, why is the football team in San Francisco named the 49ers? Hashtag Thursday Night Football. Why don't you just look it up, Luke?
Shut up, Walt. If you did look it up, you would find out that they are named after the gold rush in California and Nevada. The rush to find gold in this region started in 1848, but the vast majority of it happened during 1849. These people who left were called the 49ers. The city of San Francisco was home to 200 people before the rush and later grew to 36,000.
Wow. Yeah, well, who cares? 49ers suck anyways. Go Seahawks.
Alrighty, we have a one-on-two interview with Brittany Boylan Polk, an illegitimate relative of James K. Polk, to come and talk with us.
We're here with Brittany Boylan Polk, relative of James K. Polk.
Hey guys, it's me, BBP.
So, are you really related to James K. Polk?
Heck yeah!
He was the president in 1848, one of the best.
That's my boy.
Do you know anything about him that we might not?
I'm Brittany.
Okay. Well, Young Hickory, as they called him, secured Texas, California, and New Mexico as states.
My dad got a DUI in New Mexico.
He also created the Independent National Treasury, which was basically the new Bank of America.
My bank account has hecka cash.
James K. Polk lowered hecka tariffs.
You guys are so mean. Bye.
That was a great interview.
Hey, it's the perfect Jessica Simpson. I don't even know why we wanted Texas anyway. Why did we even fight the Mexicans to get it? There's nothing even good from Texas. Not even that Tony Romo and his Dallas Cowboys. Screw him. I am a better cheerleader than half those girls there. Tweet #TakeMeBack and try to help us give back this worthless land. Please don't, Tony. Please take me back.
Warning, this segment of the show will be very boring.
Alright, in another topic, the Compromise of 1850 had a rather large effect on western expansion. The compromise, made by 7-year-old Henry Clay, proposed this regarding a couple of issues facing the Union.
These conflicts were that Texas claimed more land than they actually acquired, stating that they had all territory to Santa Fe. Another was the issue of slavery being allowed in the land won from the War of Mexico. Should California be allowed to enter the Union as a free state and unbalance the slave states and free states? And finally, what to do with Washington, D.C., the country's capital, having turned into the largest slave market in America?
Some good questions. According to the compromise, Texas will give up some of their disputed land and be rewarded with $10 million in return. They would then use the money to pay their debt to Mexico. With the new land won from the Mexican War, New Mexico, Nevada, Arizona, and Utah were not granted statehood. They became U.S. territories instead. Later, when they applied for statehood, they would determine by popular sovereignty. Third cup of coffee. If slavery was to exist.
With the District of Columbia, slavery trade would be abolished. However, slavery would still be permitted. California would enter as a free state to pacify the Southerners who detested the imbalance created in the Senate. The Fugitive Slave Act was passed. It declared that all runaway slaves would be returned to their masters upon capture. The new law angered the northern abolitionists who feared the expansion pro-slavery sentiment, and the issue of the slavery was far from resolved. Thanks for coming on Western Expansion Wednesday.
It's better than hump day.
Yep. Hope you enjoyed it.
Bye now.
See ya.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.